Honeybees in love. Honeybees in love. In the kitchen today, doing, among other things, erecting some of our artwork. And these honeybees are really cute. And are you cheered up yet? Look at those guys up there. They're all rooting for you. They're rooting, tooting for you. Them, you know who they are? They're all rooting, tooting for you. I know you're having a rough day. Just try to relax. All right. Just take it one step at a time and just keep breathing. You got to breathe. You're not breathing. So we'll show off the other ones inside. We put some other ones up on the wall by the piano. Right. Hey, Maggie. This is our little Maggie and her sister, Maisie. If anyone has forgotten who they are. And Maisie's 21 years old, going on 22 this year. And Maggie is around 13 years old, 14 years old, and she has a cancerous tumor on her mammary gland. Today, for the first time, I'm noticing she's having not a difficult day, but she's knocked out a little bit. But she's a very peaceful little cat anyway. So it's hard to tell, but honestly, she seems like she's not in any pain. So the doctors just back a couple of months ago gave her like a month to live or something, or
3 months.
3 months.
She's down to a month and a week, according to the doctor. But she's still eating. He said she would stop eating and start hiding.
Yeah, she hasn't. Okay, so she has not done that. Look at her little back feet with those claws sticking out. But yeah, she's resting. And Maisie, she was near death at one point and she bounced back too. So who knows? Maybe her little adopted sister will be just as lucky. She's a lot older than her. Yeah, a lot older than her. They always got along great. There's old videos somewhere on my old computer of when Maggie first came to live here. And Maisie just was like always keeping an eye on her and standing close by. She was always very peaceful and like giving off a vibe like, I'll be your friend. Don't worry about me. There was never a minute where she wasn't sweet and kind to this little one. They all love her. They love each other, these animals. They're very, very deeply attached to one another, very deeply attached to the family aspect of their tribe. Johnny, you loved your cats? Yeah. You know, I was thinking it. Really, when I crossed over, I hate to say it, I do. They were like foremost on my mind, like, oh, these guys, these little guys, I'm the only one that really, really catered to them so much, you know. I mean, nobody was mean to them and they got fed, and I swear to God, you know, I was the one who's really a lot on top of the shit box. Yeah, the litter box, right, shit box. And I gave them a special diet of fresh fish, and I deboned the fish myself. I watched Mimi do it growing up and for all her cats, and I followed right along to that tradition. And yeah, the best fish market I would send Fred or somebody to, and they would come back with, filet of sole and flounder, whatever was looking best that day. And that's what my cats ate. Yeah, they like the 9 lives and stuff too. I was just like you. I mixed it up. I would buy different brands. Yeah, right. And I got into the brands, and I laughed when I saw one of your shopping lists to Fred about the 9 lives with cheese chunks. And you made a special note next to it. Get this, they like it. And that was my cat's favorite. My cat Petey, all of them. Clyde, they loved the cheese chunk ones. I don't see that anymore. Do they make that? Well, I doubt it.
Some
What
of these have it.
cheese
Yeah,
chunks?
what you bought.
See, you can't go wrong with the cheese chunks. Yeah, little cheesy chunks to have. See. All right, I'm cheering up a little bit talking about my cats. You know, that always kind of helps me. Sorry I'm in such a crappy mood. It's all right. Chris, forgive me for being in a fucking crappy mood. Why'd you turn my picture around there? Because I wanted to look at the dogs. I never get to look at this beautiful pocketbook. Pocketbook? Boy, she sounds like Queen's there. Yeah, you're funny. You're right. Where's my pocketbook? Pocketbook. Who ever heard such a thing? My pocketbook. Oh, that is so funny. Yeah. Yes, I love this. And again, we were very particular about the beautiful patches that were put on here. And Christopher played a huge part because he did all the sewing, and the sewing is meticulous. And he also picked out the Grateful Dead. He went to a Dead show and cover band Dead show, but they had these great patches there. And there's Maggie, Cats Under the Stars, right, honey? Yeah. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look like my Mag. I'm taking a picture. Yeah, might as well. You got a camera, right? You know, listening to the band The Decemberists this morning, and they're really fucking great. They're the ones who did the song Burial Ground. Oh, Len. The guy's he's talking to someone named Len, which I think is kind of funny, Lennon. Yeah. Oh, Len, calm down. We'll meet at the burial ground. When I first heard that song, I thought he was saying Lynn. He's saying Len. And so we started getting into their albums, of which there are many. And they started right around the same time as the Jayhawks, and they're very similar type of roots rock, Beatlesque, very pretty sounding band, male and female members. There are no youngsters. That's why they're the Decemberists. And then the one album that John picked out was made in 2018, and it's called "What a Beautiful World, What a Terrible World." And it was an album written at the time that the Stony Hook shootings, where that bipolar kid, teenager with Asperger's syndrome, filled with some type of inexplicable rage, killed 27 people in a school, and 20 of the people killed were children between the age of 6 and 7.
Sandy Hook?
What did I say? Stony Hook?
I think so.
Yeah, Sandy Hook. Pardon. So you made me specifically look up all of them angels called home at the same time. I don't know that justifies that for me. It doesn't matter if you feel justified in its implications. That's what happened. And each one called home had a specific lesson to teach its earthly family. It doesn't seem to make any sense. It's never going to. It is never going to. This world is a tragedy. It didn't have to be that way, but humanity has made it so. All right, so the kids that were killed and the teachers that were killed as well, they're all angels. What about the shooter, that guy who was bipolar and anorexic and had all these mental problems? Well, he killed his mother first, right? He did, with her own gun, because she was a maniac who knew she had a mentally ill son, and yet she kept guns all over the house. She was a gun enthusiast, his mother, right? And brought him to the firing range and taught him how to shoot early on. So she was a demon. She was a deeply depressed, disturbed, demonically charged individual. And that's the child she bore. And that's the legacy he created for himself and that town and those families. And it is horrible. And I'm not trying to bring you down. Mm-hmm. But we watch it from out here too. Mm-hmm. And often we have questions. It doesn't sound hopeful, John. One thing to remember is that it's not like that out here. And I know you get scared and you think, how can it not be like that out here? Because you question me all the time and you say, John, if as above, so below, well, look what's going on down here. Mm-hmm. But as above is how it should be below, but it's not. And here's my analogy. Here it comes. Ready? Yeah. Humanity itself has become God's artificial intelligence. And it's run amok. And it's destroyed everything beautiful. Just about. There's some beauty here and there. Hard pressed to see it, honest. So now with artificial intelligence, karma. Humanity thought it is so smart. Mm-hmm. Artificial intelligence, are you ready for it? Is God's pit bull. Against humanity, for humanity. To correct humanity? What do you think? I don't know. It doesn't seem, I don't get a good feeling from artificial intelligence. It makes you feel nervous. Yes. It makes you feel scared and uneasy. Yes, it does. I don't like looking at the pictures. I grew tired of that very quickly, as you may have noticed. I'm happy about that, Lena. I'm happy about that. And it was fun while it lasted, but I can do without it too. Very, very much so. Okay, so is this what? It's theosophy. Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon theosophy. Let me preface this by saying that you are out of harm's way. You don't feel that you should be out of harm's way? I feel like, to be singled out to be out of harm's way and everybody else is in harm's way feels harmful to me. Like the karma of that doesn't feel good to me. It's like if everybody's going through something, well, you are going through something right now. That's what you're going through right now. That's your path and that's your karma. Now I'm going through it with you. And I hate this. I hate when you're in pain. I hate when your hands don't work right and when you get upset. I hate when you cry. I hate it. But we got to buckle down and we got to work our magic however we can. So where's this conversation? Where's it going? I don't know. Where do you want it to go? About artificial intelligence and the ilk? Nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody ever did. Nobody is a prophet. Not really. Jesus. But he just said you have to listen to God and do God's will. Be good. Mind your manners. Mind your P's and Q's. Nobody seems to be able to do that. And so we don't know what's going to happen now. That's all. Back to living in the now. Yeah. And enjoying every moment that you are lucid, thinking, feeling, individual. Everyone's an individual, right? This little one here is an individual. Yes, she is. She needs her ear cleaned. No, her ear looks fine. Look, her foot is sticking out. Maggie. She's not worried. You know why? I do know why, but go ahead and tell me. Because she's got a great mom and daddy. And John. Helping her. Loving her and caring for her. Providing everything she needs. And if the time comes when she's ready to cross over, she knows you'll help her with that too. Just like you always do. For all you kids. So that's what I want to encourage you to not forget, that you have a mother and father. And they're not rejoicing in your pain, or they're helping you get through it. And it's coming round because of karma. And the energy that brought it around to you. But how do you feel right now? Peaceful? Having this discussion? You're comfortable? Took a nice shower? You feel clean and pristine the way you like to? Let's take a look at those, the rest of the artwork. All right. Thanks, John. It's all right. Now this looks cool. Look at this. This is like a mineral salt candle, and when it burns, it lets off positive ions, but we don't have a real candle in there right now. We have a blue one, and it looks funky and fresh. It looks really kooky and groovy. So, see, that makes you happy right there, that thing. Yeah, it does. That thing that does make me happy. It's like mental how happy that thing makes me. I guess I'm mental. Join the club. Okay, so here's the other things that we made of the latest artwork. The grommets. Oh, shit, I'm fucking can't talk. A beetle, right. Ladybug. She looks cute. She's fancy. Ladybug in a top hat. She's fancy. Mushroom, magic mushroom. Woo! That's something you want to think about. Taking some mushrooms. Not today, but soon. I think it's a good idea. All right. I'm with you. I'll do it. We still got them in the freezer, Chris?
I would imagine so.
All right, good. All right. This week, okay? Yeah. Full moon. All right, sounds good. Scary, but good. These are, yeah. Dragonflies. Yeah. Looking good. All right, so that's that bunch. And then we have the magical snail, but we'll show that later. That's inside in the bedroom. The magical snail. Yeah, pause the camera just a wee second. John is reminding me about Matthew Sweet, who we haven't talked about in a while. I imagine he's having a very difficult time of it. So everyone's got their crosses, I guess, the lesson today. That's for sure. And you want to talk about my book of poetry from 1986? Yeah, we were reading from it this morning, but reading it this morning, John's book by channeled through Bunny Payne Clemay, Payne being the operative, and he was very depressed, John. I mean, really suffered a severe depression once he got to the other side. Not just, we always say, oh, because he couldn't reach Lena. He was completely. I said to John, I don't want to broadcast these particular poems. There was like it was about disillusionment, about sex and world leaders, and really, it's powerful stuff, but you could tell that he was really in a disgusted place and just spewing out this really ugly imagery. And the upshot of like all the writings were like, oh well, human race, very that figures, fuck you all, and it was like that. Yeah. Lena was kind of shaken a little bit, I think. You were so negative. It's so negative. And what do you think of my poetry now? Well, you write a lot about love and how much you love me and how much you love everything. And so, I don't know. It's just like really makes me feel like, shitty that you had. But you cross over and I was still John, and John's a realist. Right? Yeah. The reality is I was completely disgusted with the human race, and I remain so. Horribly. It's a tough thing to feel any kind of good feelings about humanity. I kid you not. Yeah. And then that Megan the Stallion one. Yeah. We've been watching. I'll tell you, that's why media, it'll bring it home how disgusting everything is. And that woman living in, Megan the Stallion, whatever. She's a rapper talking about how great her butt is and how rich she is, and you motherfuckers got nothing on me, and I'm fighting and I'm gonna win, and you hotties out there, you fellow hotties, stand up for yourself and be strong. All right, fine, stand up for yourself and be strong, but you're so argumentative, and you're living in this giant palace, and you have your little dogs in a cage, and what are you doing? The stallion. Yeah, there's like nothing good going on. Yeah. There's like literally nothing good going on. I hate using the word literally because every idiotic person in the world uses. I literally can't believe it. But hi, Sandy. Yeah, it's horrible. And there's always been that element of horribleness. And we empaths have a very hard time. Yeah. Hi, Hiram. And especially being most empaths end up on the disabled list. It's a rare individual. In your case, it's not the least bit surprising. There's nothing I can say that will make you feel better. I know that. Well, that's not true. You make me feel better a lot, Sandy. I will just say, hang in there. And don't be afraid. Whatever's coming for you is not coming for you, okay? Whatever's coming your way is going to be good news. You have to just get through the karma a little bit. I'm still getting through my karma. What's happening? I have hard days, although they're not perceived as days out here. They're perceived as just energy gusts. Ugh, that was a doozy. What'd I do that time? My daughter, I made a lot of mistakes. Now, why don't you do a little of that song for John? You did such a beautiful recording of it. I will try. Okay. I don't remember much of what I did. Honestly, I'm done making excuses. Sandy's doing this. Because I don't remember this. Dear John, don't be hard on yourself. Give yourself a break. Life wasn't meant to be run. The race is over. Dear John, turn the TV off. Have a snack. Watch your mama's back and carry on. The race is over. Will the days dwindle down to a precious few? November, oh December, dear John, turn the TV off, have a snack. Watch your mama's back and carry on. The race is over. Dear John, don't be hard on yourself. Give yourself a break. Life wasn't meant to be run. The race is over. Dear John, dear John, holy shit. That was a surprise. Thank you, Sandy. It's quite all right.